Okay. Obviously, very, very proud of our players. I thought the effort they put in today, from 1 to 10 or whatever number we had out there, from 1 to 10, everybody played extremely hard. I thought we played the right way. When you don't play for 21 days, shooting the ball, timing, things like that, I knew that would be a problem. I thought we really got, I thought we shared the ball really, really well. I thought we competed really, really well. Now we just got to keep getting healthy and keep getting better.
All right, our first question will go to Ken Potok.
Hi, Jim.
Okay.
Two things, Jim. When were you guys able to get back together and start practicing again after the layoff? And secondly, at least was it nice to get some other kids some action today, just with being shorthanded?
Yeah, it's always nice to get guys to play. We started practice on Friday, but you can't, again, it's hard to, you really, 11 days is a long time off, so you got to kind of gradually get guys back. And, it's hard to simulate live play. And games are different. I mean, the conditioning needed to play a game is different. So it is nice to get kids who come to practice every day, that work hard, that have a valuable role on the team and understand it. I mean, it was good to see those guys get an opportunity to play. And I thought they played like everybody else. I thought they played really, really hard, represented us well. And you could see how hard everybody was cheering for each other. And that's what it's all about.
We'll go next to Rich Thompson.
Just talk about trying to create matchups with three key guys like that out of your lineup.
Matchups on offense or matchups on
just putting combinations on the floor.
I'm sorry?
Just putting combinations on the floor.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, there's a lot of things, you got to make sure that, because, guys don't really have their legs under them. So you kind of watching the way they run up and down the floor, just, trying to get the ball. So some guys, they press anyway, NC State. So, trying to get the ball to our ball handlers. I thought we did a really good job attacking the press for the most part, getting the ball to open court and playing. But it's not, again, it's just preparing guys to play a game. I mean, these are the players we had available, and we wanted to get them ready, and we did. And I thought I was really, really proud of them. I was proud of, the way they executed the things that we did and how hard they played.
We'll go next to Dan Rubin.
Coach, over the layoff, I know that there are probably some moments of frustration or dark times for the guys just in general, but how did you keep their spirits up, motivate them to get them ready to get back on the court? And then, as they got back on the court and as you came into the game, how was the motivation levels up for them?
Yeah, I think it's, these are hard times for everybody, not just our team. There's teams all over the country that are going through a difficult time. And it's a wait and see approach with every game and with everything, but kids love to play basketball, and I thought they were excited to play. So I don't think it's a motivational thing. Kids love to play. They're excited to go back out and play if you love to do it. And I thought that's how they approached it. And if you watch the game and you watch the way they, the way they interacted with one another, the way they played the game, I'm proud of them. And that's not easy to do. Sitting out, the amount of time that we sat out, it was 21 days without a game. It's not easy to do to get yourself going. You're playing a really good basketball team in North Carolina State, but if you can't do anything but be proud of those guys tonight, or today rather.
Our next question will go to Mukala.
Coach, it seemed like their size really bothered you guys. They had about 10 offensive rebounds and 42 points in the paint. It seems like you guys just, without some of your guys in, it was just hard to stop them in the inside.
Yeah, I think they're one of the best interior teams in our league, period. North Carolina State, very, very good interior with size and skill. I mean, those guys are not just big, but they also can score. They also can pose some problems in transition because you're not fully matched up and you got to try to meet them as high as you can. But again, we battled. Everybody we put in there battled as hard as we could, and they're gonna do that to a lot of teams because that's kind of who they are. So we fought as hard as we could.
We'll go back to Ken Potok.
Jim, I noticed you had to play a lot of zone, and you probably just touched on why, because of their size, and they pressed a lot with you having guards out. I mean, is that made it like a double-edged sword, how hard it was to match up with that?
We play a lot of zone anyway, Ken. I mean, if you watch us play, we play a lot of zone. So, but for us, I mean, obviously, so guys can get a rest. It's hard chasing guys around on offense and defense, from a conditioning standpoint. And, we're getting better in it. We had some guys play, especially the guys who played at the end, who don't get a lot of reps and haven't gotten a lot of reps. They've done a great job picking it up and fighting and understanding and communicating, because that's what it's all about, the way we play it. And, it was effective.
Go back to Dan Rubin.
Yeah, coach, you mentioned the guys who don't get a lot of reps and how they come in. A lot of those guys walk-ons, and I think the nickname that was in the notes was the Martians for the practice jersey. But just to get them in there, I mean, especially in that second half and to see them hit those buckets down there in the stretch, for you, how does that testify to what they do in practice? Because people obviously don't see them at all, if ever, on the basketball court.
Well, we see them. I mean, our team sees them. Our team loves them. I mean, their role is unbelievably valuable to our team every single day. And and for the most part, again, basketball is a different sport. Like they're not recruited walk-ons, right? They're students. They're BC students that want to be part of our team, that are good players, that are trying to contribute in any way that they can to help the program move forward. And they're absolutely loved by me, by our staff, by our players, and they're good players. And they help out, and that's the beautiful part of it. That I don't feel any more happy for them than I would for anybody else who has success. Anybody on our team that has success, we feel happy for them because we know how hard everybody works, the amount of effort that everybody puts in. So, yeah, I mean, they're valued as much as anybody on our team.
Back to Rich Thompson.
Jim, you talk about rust on offense, but can rust be a problem on defense when a team hasn't played? And is that kind of behind their first half a little bit?
Yeah, transition defense. I mean, we don't make shots. If you don't make shots, then obviously you're going to be on defense a lot longer. The energy level is probably not going to be as high. And guys, obviously when balls go in the basket, guys tend to play a little bit harder. That's just basketball. But for the most part, I thought that outside of transition in the first half, we got hurt in transition a little bit, transition matchup, and some of their interior players kind of went at us. I think some of it's our inside players, a little bit worried about foul trouble, and Luka hasn't played in a while. I mean, he's been out with an injury before of all this, so he hasn't really practiced daily. I thought he showed great courage to just participate and try to help the basketball team today, because he hasn't had much practice reps because of an injury. So I thought he showed a lot of courage to do that. I'm sure he, like all players, they want to help out more than they can, but I was proud that he helped us the way he did.
Good, great. Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Happy birthday too.
Coach.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.